Hi everybody, my name is Rachel. Some of you know me as Danya, my spiritual name. I just wanted to make this offering of some yoga classes and meditation classes for all of us stuck at home and feeling pretty stressed out. There's some collective freaking out right now, and so if you're feeling that, this is an opportunity to get grounded, to relax, to let it go. Most of us are impacted personally by what's going on with the coronavirus and quarantining ourselves and being home, and there's an opportunity to slow down and take care of yourself in this, even though it is really stressful and there's a lot of other stuff going on around it. There is space to work with it by working with your mind, to work with calming yourself, because we don't have control over really anything else. And being able to work with that as a truth anyway is really useful. But it's particularly useful right now where the reality that we don't have control is in our faces. So this is an invitation to just center, to come inside yourself and find your own deep source of peace and calm. And so we'll spend the next 20-ish, 25 minutes doing just a few restorative postures, some really gentle, easy movements. And if it doesn't feel easy in your body, the invitation and the intention is for it to feel easy so you can make it feel easy. Back up or do it differently. This is your practice. My dogs are joining me. I thought about calling this Danya and her dogs yoga. So hopefully they will behave, and if not, there'll be a little bit of comic relief. So let's start with some mantra. We're going to do some Ganesh mantra together, just seven mantra. Ganesh is the remover of obstacles and the Lord of compassion. So when we chant mantra, we're inviting that energy, the energetic potential of that into ourselves, to feel the reality that we can move through those obstacles, that we can let go of what blocks us from our own peace inside. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. That's the mantra. And I always invite people, you can join me in any way you like. You can belt it out, sing it in your living room with me, or you can just listen. Let the mantra wash over you. Just allow it to feel healing and grounded. Or you can mutter it on the breath, just whisper along. But however you participate, just notice how it feels inside. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Let's take a couple of breaths to feel the resonance, the vibration of that mantra. Allow the mantra to rattle your bones, to shake out whatever you don't need. And with an exhale, just let it go, let it dissolve, let it turn into dirt for Mother Earth. And we'll begin moving now. So I have some blankets and a chair here. You can, this is just a dining room chair. You can use a chair from your house. And you can either use blankets or you can use beach towels, bath towels. Those work just as well. So we'll start. I like to have a folded up blanket, like so, just underneath the hips. It just gives you a little lift to sit on. and takes a little bit of pressure off of the low back. And we'll start cross-legged with our hands on our knees, finding some hip circles. Inhale, shift forward and round. Exhale, completing the circle. So we're going in one direction, inhaling to shift forward, exhaling to round the spine back. And taking your time, finding your own breath. Link your movement with your breath. And notice anywhere along this circle where you might be holding tension, any place that feels like it's a little herky-jerky or a little staccato as you move, and just slow down, massage that spot. Find some smoothness in the movement and then continue on. And you can make these movements as big or as little as it feels good in your body right now. The important part is that you're breathing, inhaling forward, rounding back. And then circling a little smaller, we'll come back through center and shift directions. Inhale forward, exhale round back. Allowing this movement to be slow and smooth and connected. Maybe even feel yourself becoming more grounded with each movement. And slow it down. If you notice a spot that needs a little love, stop and love on it. A little tiny movement until you find that smooth flow. And taking maybe 2 more breaths in this direction. And then circle back to center. Come back to a neutral spine. Let the spine just float right up out of the pelvis. Let the head be almost weightless at the top of the spine. And then drop the hands down beside you. Let the fingertips graze the floor. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, side bend. And you can go in either direction, inhaling to come up and exhaling, finding that side bend. Take your time, find your breath and your movement. Inhaling up and exhaling side to side. We're just waking up the spine just to smooth it out so that there's a little bit of warmth for when we rest into our restorative postures. And now choose one side or the other. Pausing here in a side bend. Sink down through the opposite hip, reaching long. Roll the top shoulder back, lift the heart, and check in with your neck, looking up and down. And if you ever get distracted, just come back to the breath. If you're breathing, you're doing yoga. Inhale up through center, exhale, side bend, other side, sinking down through that opposite hip, lifting through the rib cage, heart rolls open, shoulder back and down. Check in with your neck. Big, juicy breath. And as you feel complete, come back up through center. Exhale, let the hands glide down through the heart. Good. We'll switch the cross of the knees. You can just use your fingertips behind you, shift back, shift the cross. Or you can stick your feet out forward, however you want to get there. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twist. A little twist, one side to the other. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, side to side. Finding that flow. Let it be really gentle, loving. A loving hello to that spine as you twist. And then pause on one side. Inhale to lift through the crown of the head. Exhale. Maybe sink in just a little more into that twist. And I'm looking towards the camera, but you can look behind you over that back shoulder. Inhale up through center. Exhale, other side. Shoulders roll back and down, heart lifts. Big breath. And with an inhale, arms come back up through center. Exhale, hands slide through the heart, coming onto the knees for some seated cat-cows. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, round. Taking your time, just a few cycles of the breath here. And as you feel complete, coming back to a neutral spine, send the feet forward and just shake out your knees, circle the ankles, wiggle the toes. Just release the legs. And we'll turn to our chairs now. So I have a dog prop. You might have a dog prop too. I don't know. We'll see if she moves or not. So you can bring that same blanket right underneath your hips. And you can pull the chair towards you or just move towards the chair. Either way, we'll send the legs in a straddle around the chair. And then draw the chair close in, as close as feels good. We'll have a little buddy. This is Luna. Inhale, the arms come up. And with an exhale, hinge forward. Hands can just drop onto the blankets. You can take hold of the chair at the back, along the back of the chair, or let the arms drop to the side. If you don't have a dog here, or maybe if you do, you can just lay your head on whatever blanket or bolster or dog prop you have. And also check in. If this feels like too much stretch for the hamstrings, you can prop up the knees, maybe a soup can or another towel, a blanket, a block if you've got one. Those are all great. And the goal is just to relax here, to let the chair hold you, and to use your breath. So you don't have to look at me anymore. You can close your eyes and just let your breath soften. Let it deepen. Breathe into the hips. And on the exhale, let your hips soften and let go. Relax through the shoulders. Relax your jaw. Relax through the belly. And just allow yourself to feel completely held here, like you're laying in the lap of the goddess, and she's got you. Just let yourself sink in, rest. And allow the spaciousness, the quiet. Restorative yoga can sometimes be challenging, because when we get quiet, just like is happening now in our lives, if we have to stop, we become aware of how busy we actually are and how much chatter there is in the mind. So if that happens for you, that's great news, because that means you're working on letting it go. So just notice, oh, there's my mind. Look how busy it is. See it with compassion. Take a breath and just surrender it. Let it go. Whatever you're thinking about will be there later, so we can come back to it. Just in this moment, your breath is enough. If it feels like your mind's still busy, you can even use that mantra, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Or you can just use Om if that's confusing and you don't know that mantra. Just Om on the inhale, Om on the exhale. Feel yourself with each breath sinking into the floor, connecting with the earth, with the Great Mother. Your goddess of choice, Tara, Durga, or Lakshmi. And just be held. And then beginning to think about coming up out of this posture, draw just enough awareness and enough effort to push up from the chair, and maybe push the chair back towards the back of your mat. And we'll come out of the straddle and take this blanket out from underneath. And we'll use this blanket now to come into our last posture. We'll roll the top of the blanket or the towel so that there's a little lip that will go underneath your neck. And just lay that right down on your mat. And we'll bring our feet up onto the chair. Luna might get kicked off literally here in a second. So we're going to do a version of legs up the wall, but with our legs on the chair so that your knees can bend. And this is very grounding. This will also be our Shavasana. So sorry, Luna, you gotta go. Oh, she didn't care for that. So when you're ready, when your dog is moved, you can scoot your hips up right by the chair. And then just lay down to the side. And then you can move your blanket so that it's close enough to be where you want it. And then roll your legs up. Just like so. Your arms can be out to a T, or they can be in cactus arms, or just down alongside you. Do you want to go back? She's mad. So then you can just let go. There she goes. So once you find your legs on the chair, which Luna likes as well, you can just begin to relax. Close the eyes down. Allow the shoulders to get grounded. Feel the points of contact between your body and the floor. And as you exhale, just sink into those. Move down the whole body now, softening, releasing, relaxing, grounding. And just begin with your eyes. Let the eyes get heavy in the sockets. Relax your vision. And let the eyebrows soften. Let them kind of slide to the side. And let your next inhale wash over the forehead. And then soften through the third eye, letting your forehead and your awareness expand. Relax your scalp. And even relax your hair. And relax through the temples and the ears. And soften the jaw. You can yawn or stick out your tongue. Shake your bottom jaw side to side and then soften through the tongue, the throat, the jaw. Relax your shoulders, shoulder blades and collarbones, armpits. And let the arms get heavy. Relax your wrists, elbows, hands and fingers. Even the knuckles of the fingers, relax and let go. Coming back to the center of the body, breathe down the entire length of the spine. And with an exhale, soften. Just let one vertebrae at a time release and relax. Relax the rib cage, tiny muscles between the ribs. And breathe into the heart. Feel the heart open and expand. And with an exhale, let the heart soften and expand even beyond the confines of your skin. And breathing now into the belly. Breathe deep into the bowl of the pelvis. And with an exhale, let the belly expand. Let it melt even beyond the confines of your skin. And soften through the hips, the pelvis. Release the buttocks and the backs of the legs. And let go through the thighs. Releasing any gripping, soften under the knees and behind the kneecaps. And let the relaxation melt down through shins and calves, ankles, feet. And releasing now all 10 toes, even the knuckles of the toes. Relax and let go. And breathing through the whole body with an exhale. Relax completely into your Shavasana. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Hanuman. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Hanuman. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Hanuman. Jai Siya Ram, Jai 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 Siya Ram, Jai Jai Hanuman. bring your attention back to the breath, to the body. Taking a deep breath in and then letting it go. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. This is incredibly grounding, great for sleep if you want to come back to this. Or if you'd like to come out, just start to wiggle the fingers and toes, reach the arms overhead. And when you're ready, being mindful of the chair, just roll to one side or the other. And cradle your head and neck with your arm or a blanket or a towel. And then pressing up, use the strength of your arms to come seated. Bringing hands to heart center. May you all be well. May you feel the ground underneath you. The divine in me bows to and honors the divine in you. Namaste.